say.
Come out wherever you are. Who are you?
Yep, so good evening. As we've said, I forgot to push go live on YouTube.
Oh dear.
But hello everybody on Facebook. But hello everybody on YouTube now. We've now gone live. My fault. I tell you what, I am losing my mind, Bill. Really am losing my mind. It's lucky I noticed that, you know. So.
Well, welcome to all of our YouTube viewers, whether it be a little bit late or not. It's nice to have you here with us this evening, guys, and all of those of you that are joining us via Facebook this evening as well. Hello and welcome, everybody.
Yes. Before we explain what the Sofa Watch is and what's going on, we do some hellos first, and then we'll explain to all those who haven't watched the Sofa Watch what's happening and what's going to be going on. I think that would be easier, Bill, don't you?
I think so.
All right, off you go then. So we got Terry here, who's about 6:30, saying that she was so excited, hour and a half to go. Sad.
Oh, bless her. Hi there, Terry. How are you?
And we've got Michaela, who's come on.
Hi there, Michaela. Thanks for joining.
We've got our lovely Mary.
Hello, Mary. How are you?
Christine Davies is on as well.
She's saying she is so going to enjoy this. I think we all are, Christine.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we have the wonderful Heidi Spicer.
Hi there, Heidi. How are you? It is time. You're here and we're ready to rock and roll. And we've got Benny Ty, who's also with us as well. Hi there, Benny. Thanks for joining. Gail Amos. Hi, everyone. Really excited for this. Absolutely. And the lovely Sally Worker. Hello to you too, Sally. Thank you for joining. And don't forget, guys, please do share us out there. Help us grow here at Spiritual Psychics TV.
We've got Cheryl also on with us, Bill.
Hello, Cheryl. How are you?
And Bev's here with us.
Hello, Bev. How are you?
We've got Margaret as well. Any relation to you?
Not that I know of, but there's an awful lot of us out there. So hello there to you, Margaret. Thank you for joining, my lovely.
We've got Kathy from Florida who's here as well.
Oh, all the way from the US of A. Hello there, Kathy.
And we've got Pauline. We've got Joanne, who's also here. We've got Pamela, who did very well on Monday afternoon, Bill, for doing the her mediumship demonstration.
Well done, Pamela.
Between you and me, Bill, she had the opportunity to work with Moira Hawkins on Monday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done, Pamela. That's excellent.
Yeah, she had a double link. They worked together. It was wonderful.
Double link. Oh, I'm always looking for new guests for Collective Consciousness. I'll have to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, we've got a wonderful Veronica.
Hi there, Veronica.
And Suzanne's also here with us.
Lovely Suzanne Riches. Hello, Suzanne. Good evening to you.
Resh has shared some groups. Thanks very much, everybody, for if you are sharing our group to help us get out there a bit more as well, which we need.
Absolutely.
To let the world know.
Let the world know SPTV is on the map.
And we have Sherry here also. Excuse me.
We are here, Sherry. Although you cannot see us, we are definitely here this evening. And the reason why we're not on screen, guys, is because we want to bring you as much of the footage that some of you may be familiar with that took place in the SPTV studios back in January this year. And the purpose of this evening is for us to go over that footage, revisit it, because we had spiritual, paranormal activity, however it is that you like to explain it. And we want to go over that, and we just want to stop at certain points throughout the evening. And of course, we want your feedback, and we want you to tell us your views and opinions of what it is that you're actually seeing. So the purpose of that is that we're not on screen so that we can show you as much detail as possible. Lovely Julie Caswell saying she's liked and shared. Thank you, Julie. And Joanne Lewis is also with us as well.
Yeah.
Kathy Garcia. Oh, wonderful. You are a total believer. Well, that's good. That makes 3 of us here this evening. Then.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm a believer. So, just to let everybody know, the comments will be placed up on screen automatically. for Bill and I to read, because it helps us as we're looking at the footage to see your comments. So if you're having private conversations, which most of you do, and we encourage that, as you know, it will be broadcasted on screen as you can see the comments coming up automatically on the right hand side. Right, so let's explain about the Sunday sofa. This was our studio in Farlington near Portsmouth, and that's what it looked like during the day with all the lights on and so forth. But at night, the gremlins came out to play. The studio was actually pitch black. So when you go in there at night, it's just so dark you cannot see in front of you. Even though your eyes will adjust, it's still dark. And we've had many mediums and guests come in, and they'll all verify that as well. And I think at one point you see me on the floor trying to figure out where the hell I am. Drawing the footage, if I remember rightly. Right,
was that the point? Was that the point when I asked Spirit to touch your bum and you went, "Don't you dare"?
Possibly. I remember shouting or swearing at one point, I think, during the show. But what we did with the Sunday sofa, with the Sofa Watch, is that we decided just to put, as the lockdown started happening, we put our CCTV camera in the studio and just left it on to see if we saw anything. And we remoted into the studio so they could actually physically hear my voice and I can control the camera. And we started doing that quite regularly. And we noticed shadows, voices, things moving, all these sort of activities. And then one day the camera wasn't aligned. So I visited the studio. And as soon as I walked in and sat down and started talking to people, orbs. And we had so much activity in that room. So we thought, ooh, what else can we do then? So we arranged a night with Bill that I would be in the studio controlling the CCTV and any activities that happen, and Bill will be at home coming through live talking to Spirit. And then that way we can get a three-way conversation including this with the guests, and that's how we did the show. Now, throughout all the shows that we did there, we did it with Jane, Ricky and Tyler, lots of other guests as well. But this evening was, I think, out of all of them that we did, was the most active. Things were happening.
Absolutely.
Now, you can see the cushions. They are very heavy. You can see the cat ball on top of the table. So those are the areas that you need to keep an eye on. But the idea is that as we play the footage back, Bill and I would talk about it. Obviously, you guys at home, please interact with us if you see anything more than we didn't see. We will pause, rewind, enhance, change the color, the brightness, and so forth, I should say. So you can see anything, what we're doing live. And in that way, no one can accuse us of doing any type of fiddling, in case
Absolutely.
there are something. And this is why we wanted to show this evening, just to recap and have those fun times we had at the studio. So shall we crack on, Bill?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Right. What I've done, everybody, as well, I've muted the audio that was actually playing on the night. So then Bill and I can still talk over. Otherwise, it would be rather confusing having all the comments coming through. So here we go. Obviously, if people at home see something, please tell us to stop the footage and rewind, whatever, because we want it as interactive as much as we possibly can.
Yeah, you guys interact with us because you are our extra set of eyes as well. I mean, I remember when the cushion went over on the evening on the sofa, sound effects, and now it goes black and white. But I remember when when that cushion went over, I was completely oblivious to it at that time because I was so focused on linking in with Spirit and asking them to do something with us that I actually missed it the first time round.
You did, yeah. I think I swore. My heart was pounding, so I was not expecting that. But hey, I'm spirit in human body, so what's going to happen, isn't it? So there you
Absolutely.
go. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. So there you go. Right then, shall we then start the video?
Yes, let's
Here
go
we
for
go.
it. I can see that we've got Jackie Baker just saying that she's new to this. Jackie, this evening is just an evening where we're going over some previous spiritual communication activity that took place within the SPTV studios back in January this year. So the only thing you need to do, my lovely, is just sit and watch and interact via that comment section. And you are very, very welcome to join us. So thanks for being here with us.
Yeah, and please ask any questions as well as we're going through it. If we don't know the answers, we can't answer them. Simple, really.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right, here we go then. So I'm going to press play on the video. So I'm going to talk through, and Bill and I are going to talk through, but please, everybody at home, get involved as well. And it started. The reason why it looks black and white is because we're using infrared cameras in the studio. We had 4 cameras, but on this occasion we used just the one, because then that way it was too bright when we used it in the studio. Okay, so I don't know if you just saw that go by then. I don't know if you just saw that.
Activity. Now, what we have to be conscious of here as well, guys, is that some people will depict orbs as dust particles and dust movement, displacement of dust. So there will be visually on the screen some of what you will depict as dust particles, but then there are other orb movements that come across that screen that are really, really evident of orb and not dust particle movement whatsoever. And I'm sure, I think I've just seen on the comments section here that we've got the lovely Julie Caswell who's joining us here this evening, watching from home. And Julie does an awful lot of paranormal experimentation. So I'm sure that Julie will give us some very valid feedback with regards to what her opinion is with regards to that orb or dust particle activity. So if you're listening, Julie, please do give us a little bit of feedback, because this is as much your show, you guys, as it is ours. So it's down to each and every one of us to interact as much as we possibly can. Now, I recall when we first went live, Richard, that we were just really calling out and making ourselves known to the spirit.
Just saw that then, just went by, yeah.
Yeah, flying across the screen. Now, we were calling out and we were asking, we were just making ourselves known, letting spirit know that we weren't there to antagonise in any shape or form, that everything that we were doing on that evening was through pure love and light. But what we were asking them to do was actually try and make some type of communication with us, so that we could basically provide the viewers at home that there is evidence of life after death and that there is spiritual activity. So initially, I would imagine for the first 10, 15 minutes from my recollection, that there was an awful lot of these flashes that you all see.
Did you just see that flash then?
Across the screen.
I'm going to rewind just that little bit then. It was in the centre where you got the picture, and we have a little spirit boy called Bobby that used to come in, and it always used to get a glow before he appeared. Now, this is the first time I've really watched this back, and I'm pretty sure I just saw, I paused it for now, just a little, just there, where the picture is in the centre. So I remember that going across. I'm pretty sure I saw, like, I don't know if you just seen that then. In the picture, it's like 2 little dots. It's just, that could have been the infrared camera, actually, thinking about it. Orb on the right hand side, yeah.
Yeah. And now it's shooting down.
There it is. There, did you just see that then?
That's the one.
That's the one, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But initially, I think as well, if you recall, producer Richard, we was getting a lot of the orb activity that was on the left-hand side of the screen. So it was over by the left-hand sofa.
Yeah.
Initially, it wasn't until we started asking for them to start doing. There we go. There's another orb that's just gone straight down the centre of the screen.
And then
it wasn't until we actually asked for them to start stepping forward, coming closer, giving us more.
Wow, look at that.
They started to move. Wow, that's amazing. That they started to move over towards the right-hand sofa. And that's when the cat balls started to be played around with, as well as the cushions, the ominous cushion scene that I'm sure we'll get to at some point this evening here as well. But look at all of that activity there. Wow.
Now watching this back, I'm wondering if that was spirit energy building up when you were talking to him to move, because it is a lot of activity and a lot of energy to move something. So I'm just wondering if that was building up then, building up the energy.
It could very well have been. I mean, for me, that was my very first experience with regards to working with an infrared and actually asking for that type of activity to be shown in a completely different way with spirit, because, you know, most of the viewers know that are actually here with us this evening. I work mediumistically, so I get images, I get sights, I hear, I taste, I smell. Sometimes I visually see. But this was a first for me to actually see something like that on infrared. And the most amazing thing for me about the whole process of that experiment was that I was in a completely different location to you. You were present in the studio. I was in sunny Croydon. And, you know, it was just an amazing experience to be part of, an amazing experiment to be part of. I just wished I'd have been in the studio at the same time as well. Now, Leslie,
you would have legged it. You would have ran away.
Quite possibly. Who knows?
Just let everybody know this on the screen. Oh, this is what we were doing live on the night, so there's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. But you might have seen some movement at the bottom. That was just me moving the microphone on the night as well. Yeah, that was the movement, Veronica. That was me moving the microphone. You just see it now on the screen. It's like a white either side and a stripe black in the middle. That's the microphone in the studio.
And there were times when you actually zoomed into the coffee table as well, because we were asking Spirit to actually move something upon the table, weren't we?
Yeah. Oh, did you see that one? Those two then?
Yeah. So I think you're right with what you were saying, that initially it was that build up of energies, wasn't it? It was, you know, Spirit working incredibly hard to try and give us as much as they possibly could.
If this is your first time on SPTV and it's the first time you've seen anything like this, please do let us know. We do know there's a lot more happens. As I said, this is a repeat of what we did. Oh, look, did you see that one?
Wow.
It sort of hovered and stopped and then just disappeared. Now, dust don't do that. And I'm going to rewind that because I wonder if there was something we can zoom into and have a look. Oh, it was just after that, wasn't it? The downside to this, I need to look at the Lisa Fry first come in. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. Hi, did I just miss it again?
Yep.
Sod it. I'll let it carry on. I need like an instant replay. It has got it actually. Hardware has got it built in, but I haven't figured out how to use it. So, yeah.
And a lot of the viewers are saying left-hand side. As we said, there we go again.
Yeah.
Just above the plant at that point.
I've paused it. See if I can just scribble back just a little bit. See, that's where we zoomed in there. Have I gone too far? I think I have, haven't I?
There. Wow.
Oh, I see. There's like some on the left-hand side behind the server. There's like some kind of flickering.
Yes.
Right, okay. Unless that was just my eyesight going dodgy.
We've got My Mystical Life, who's saying very interesting activity.
Yeah, that's Lisa. She was here on Wednesday, just gone.
Hi there, Lisa. How are you, my darling?
Oh yeah, see this. Okay. Every time I'm trying to move backwards, it's not letting me do it. We'll leave it going. Hi, Marcus.
Hi, Marcus. How are you? Orbs going everywhere, but also one came up by the cushions. And Stacey's saying definitely a shadow mist. There we go. There's an awful lot of activity just there.
Yeah. I'm just going to let it play. See that one again? That's the one I was trying to pause.
Yeah, that's the one.
It
Yeah.
sort of just stops and then just disappears, and dust doesn't steal that. I saw a face.
She saw
Yeah.
a face. Stace saw a face.
I don't know if I can pause it and rewind it that way. I don't think I can. No.
So how did you actually feel, producer Richard?
Well, on the night?
Being in that studio on your own on the night when we had everybody that was kind of like interacting with us at the same time, and I mean you could hardly see anything because it was pitch black.
Yeah.
So how did you actually feel being in that studio in that darkness?
It didn't really bother me, to be honest with you. I think I can't stop that in time. It's annoying me. Anyway, I'll leave it as it is there. I'm going to just... The reason why I'm trying to stop it, I'll answer your question in this. I just want to do this.
Sure.
I just want to see if I can see something.
Yeah. That almost looks like a face to me. It almost looks like... there you go. So you've got the eye socket, you've got the nose. It's almost as though somebody is looking over. Can you see that? It's almost
that was the orb that came down there, wasn't it?
Yeah. You know what that image actually looks like? Maleficent. You know Maleficent, the Disney film?
There you go.
Can
wow.
you see?
Yeah, the eyes, nose.
Wow. That is amazing. How cool is that? And like, we never picked up on any of this on the evening. We were just seeing orbs. So it's amazing that we're actually able to now zoom in and pick out the detail of just exactly what spirit were doing for us that evening. How cool is that, guys?
Yeah.
What are your views, guys, on that? Give us some feedback.
I said, I was saying to Bill earlier on that you can actually download this video and you can put it into any application. You can put it into anything to brighten it up, move it around. I can honestly tell you we have not touched this video. And the reason I'm saying that, because we will get people accusing us. So my answer to that is download it yourself, zoom in, brighten it up, darken it, do whatever you want to do. You will know we have not manipulated it in any way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
And we know within the field of spiritualism anyway, we know that there are always going to be believers and non-believers. So there are always going to be people that are going to poo-poo the idea regardless.
Yeah.
And that's fine because that's their free will, that's their choice. But that, for me, I mean, that is just absolutely amazing. That is just phenomenal evidence, just backing up what it was that we actually conducted on that evening.
I'm just going to zoom into the top ones. We did the ones. Now we've got this. Looks like there's 3 there. Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, I'm not making so much of a picture. Leslie's saying it's Elvis.
Oh, baby. So this is like a little face in the other one, doesn't it? Like a little baby's face at the top there.
Now, was it Tommy or was it Bobby, Richard?
It was Bobby. It was Bobby, yeah. It was Bobby, yeah.
Now, Cherry's saying that she's aware of a guide behind that face.
Okay. Oh,
wow.
Yeah. So I was just cutting out the bottom part here. So you can see the head, the face behind the cushion there.
That is amazing. It is a woman. Yeah, Stacey's saying it's a woman. That's what I'm depicting the image to be of a lady. Yep, Stacey's just confirming Tommy was there as well. Yeah, because I know Tommy was a name that's stuck within my mind, as well as Norman, the lovely Norman, who come and affected the cushion and pushed the cushion over more than once on that right-hand sofa as well, which I'm sure we'll get to shortly as well. And Edward is saying, look at all of the faces above that face. So lots of people are seeing several different images above that main picture,
Yeah.
which is amazing. So do keep watching, guys. Do keep being those extra set of eyes for us. And let's see if there's anything else as we go through this footage that we can pick up on that we never saw the first time around.
Because when I'm sitting, to answer your question, sitting there, it is pitch black. The only thing I've got is the monitor screen that it's giving me my light. And I wasn't nervous or scared or anything like that, but when that cushion fell over and I swore, my heart was pounding because I was not expecting it. I think that was it. Absolutely. Oh, I just saw that. I missed that one.
Yeah. That was on the right-hand sofa. Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, I've watched the video footage back, obviously, since, and I can totally appreciate that your belly would have been in your bottom that night. Let's just put it that way, because
I've gone a bit too far there.
It was just phenomenal activity, wasn't it?
Mm.
Now, Michaela's saying I get Phyllis, so she's getting a name as she's looking at that. And Pamela's also agreeing that she sees a woman's face there also, so that's fantastic.
I've just paused it there. It wasn't a bit. There was a big, bright white light that came on the right-hand side by the cushion. I'm just trying to pause it at the same time.
It was shortly after that that orb there, Richard.
Okay, I'll keep an eye. It's a bugger. It goes too quick.
But it's almost as though it changed colour then as well. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't. No.
The red.
Let's see if I can do it quick.
So Ivy May's asking you a question there, Richard. Are you using? Oh, I've missed the comment. You might have to scroll back to that.
Have a quick
Ivy
look.
May.
Are you using infrared light bulbs to fill the room? Yes. The camera has the 24 LEDs built into the camera, or around the outside of the lens, I should say. That's what we're using. So there wasn't no purpose lamp plugged into the wall to give us that. It was the infrared lights on the camera.
Hope that answers your question there for you, Ivy May.
I bloody missed it again. Oh, sorry, I'm going to let it carry on. We'll be here all night trying to stop. Yeah.
Let it go, because we want to get to some
the nitty gritty bit.
Yeah, some of the nitty gritty. I know that they started to affect. Wow, there was another one there where it was almost like a manifestation of a face again. Just a left-hand sofa in the middle of the two cushions over to the right-hand side.
What you're saying? You're seeing something? What now?
Well, not now, but the orb. It almost manifested into another face.
So the thing is, we're seeing it before they do, and not because of the 15-second delay.
Yeah,
which is the downside.
There you go. Mary's just saying on the left as well, so she's seeing the same thing.
That's clarification, though, isn't it? Because you're seeing it before them, so you're picking up something, and then they're answering.
Absolutely.
Thing is, you just don't know where to look, do you?
No, we're spoilt for choice. But I think we were calling out at this point, weren't we, that we would like them to start to do something different, like move the cat ball or ruffle the leaves on the plant that was sat on the coffee table.
Yeah.
Just to make any significant movements or changes that could be seen. And for you guys that are watching at home,
there it was.
There we go. There's the cushion.
Right. Let's see if I can rewind a little bit. Yeah.
So the cushion on the right-hand sofa, guys. We were calling out. I think I'd picked up at this point that I was linking in with a gentleman by the name of Norman. I was getting the name Norman being given to me in my mind as I was linking in at that point, and I was asking if I am communicating with somebody by the name of Norman, could you please do something within the studio to give us evidence that you're actually with us? And it was at that point that cushion went over, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I went shit.
Yeah, you did. And even my niece had actually slowed this footage down after a couple of days after we'd done the experiment, and she'd sent me some still photo images, which I'm sure we've got up on the newsfeed on SPTV, with regards to that cushion. Now, I don't know if it was the first time around or the second time around, but she actually slowed it down so much that you could actually see that the cushion had literally elevated upwards. So the corner of the cushion had actually left the seat of the sofa, and then it fell forwards. So it's not as though it just literally flopped forwards and fell. It was actually lifted, and then it fell forward as well.
Yeah, I can't see anything personally for that, and I'm trying to make it darker and brighter. See, I can't. The cushions are so it's just being pushed away.
And now I've been in that studio as well, and I can 100% validate that those are not light cushions. They are heavy weight cushions, and you would need a force to actually push that, to knock that, to make that fall over. They're not light.
Oh, there's me.
Means. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, there's a manifestation.
And then it went down the second time, didn't it? After you'd placed the cushion back up.
So let's play that again. So I couldn't see anything there making it dark or brighter. I think I went too far there. I was just seeing if there's any orbs or anything, that activity that happens by that cushion before it moves over.
I don't know if it was the first time or second time round though, Richard, that when I was given the still images of what my niece had done, you can clearly see in the still image that there was an outline of a man that was actually leaning over the back of that sofa. And I think a few of the guys will verify that, who were involved in the chat when I actually posted that evidence up a few days later.
Marcus says, zoom into the wall behind the cushion just before it moves. Well, that's just fallen over there. So that's on 42 seconds.
And again, if we've got anybody that's watching that is a bit sceptical, that doesn't believe, then please do place a comment up and let us know the reason why you don't believe in that, guys.
Because
it's good to hear both sides of the story, so to speak. Jerry's saying things fall over in my home all the time, so this validates what I see happens here. Absolutely, Spirit are always giving us signs. Whether they move, whether or not they make a sound, a noise, they give you a smell, they give you a taste, whatever it is within the home, you will always find that there's something that's reoccurring and that they want to do just to let you know that they're around and they're watching everything that it is that you're doing there, my lovely. So I hope that helps.
Yeah, I can't see nothing there myself personally. This is the first time the cushion fell over.
This is the first time. Okay, so maybe it was on the second time then, Richard. Ivy saying the cushion looks to sag in the middle between the top corners. And Terry's saying there's a haze behind the sofa too.
Yeah. Okay, let's carry on playing and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have been the first time it went over,
That's the
wasn't it?
first time, yeah.
Okay, so we should see you coming on screen shortly to put that back up.
Yeah. Because this is where your chatted away and he went, oh, that's the cushion falling over. We went, duh, yeah.
I, I was away with spirit. I wasn't even conscious at that point. I was wow, something there.
Yeah, I
Stop.
saw that, yeah, the
Now,
orbs.
yeah, yeah. No, it was almost like there was a shadow or
Okay.
a haze of a mist that seems to have formed along the top part of the back of the sofa there.
That's still the first one because I just rewound it there. So
Okay,
if you could
so
tell me
let
when you
that
see
just
it,
go
yeah.
slowly. Yeah. Now,
Okay, I've paused it.
so where the join is in between the two back cushions,
Yeah.
on the dominant cushion that you can see on the screen, it's just over, more so towards the gap between the two cushions there.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I can't. I don't know if anybody else could. Lynn,
I'm
I've
just saying, it
made.
really looks like it's grabbed between the two corners, and pillow something fell.
Yeah, and the
And
pillow then fell
Pamela
forward.
saying she saw spirit move behind that sofa as well. Yeah, there was definitely some type of change. And Terry saying, can you make it go slower and zoom into watch it back?
Yeah, let's go on. Let's carry on for a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because obviously there was a lot more activity that I believe what was happening. So an orb just went to the right hand side, then an orb at the top.
So there we go. There's producer Richard, everybody. For those of you that haven't seen The Man of Mystery, putting the cushion back up and then it will go back down again in a few seconds again.
And I saw orb on the left hand side in just a second. Looks like something's moving on the left hand side. That was quicker.
Yeah.
I think personally that was quicker.
Julie's just saying, I think it was good. Basically saying that she was present on the evening that it was live, and that there's no way that it could have been faked.
I don't know if you just saw that then. I've just paused it. The cushion was moving. At the top left, it was moving. So I've just paused it.
Yeah.
Let's go in. See, I can't see nothing.
Brighten that up just a touch, a little bit more. No. Go back down, back down, back down. Darken it. Stop. The point of where the cushion is at the top, just
looks like a depression.
That, almost, yeah. And stop right there. Right, there is a face. There is a face above the point of that cushion, above the back seated cushion. There is a lady's face that I can see.
See, for me, that looks just a pixelated bit of graphic. Not being, I'm just being devil's advocate here, but that's what to me, it looks like.
Zoom in a bit, Richard. No, go down. There. No, up a bit. So above the point of the cushion, the cushion that looks like a diamond shape, the point of that cushion that touches the top of the back cushion, there is a face above that.
So it looks like that game, it looks like a load of lines to me.
No, bring it down on screen a little bit more. Come down on screen so that we can see above there. Where that light goes down at an angle. I know you're saying it's very pixelated, and I get that, but I can clearly see the shape or what looks like to be evidence of a face there. With a chunky long nose, as Stace says.
You know what I need is one of those doodle things that you draw over the top of it. That's what I need.
But as you say, it is highly pixelated, so we have to be conscious of that as well. But Siobhan saying she can see a face. Julie saying she can see a face.
Oh, I see what you're saying now, Marcus, yeah. Wonder if I can desaturate.
There. Oh.
I can see the blue bits, but the eyes and the nose. That's taken out the colour completely. But yeah, it must be just me.
There. Back a bit. Brighten a little bit more. Stop.
See, I don't see anything.
Well, that's okay.
Let's just continue.
Let's just
but
continue.
I'll leave it in that position.
Wow.
I don't see a damn thing. It's just... I saw something then.
I see Sheila Lavender's joining us. Hi there, Sheila.
Yeah, absolutely. Picasso there. Maybe it was Picasso stealing his ideas. I don't know.
There. Now it's just gone. I saw it again. Boff. And now the cushion's gone over. So it's almost
a lot of flickering as well there. I just noticed. Sorry, Bill. Look, let's just put that back to normal. It's about there, isn't it? And now let's zoom out. Oh, there's you. Look, there you go. Look, Bill. What did they say? Hey. Julie has a knockout cushion for.
Oh yeah, because because we were also asking for them to make noises as well. If you remember, we were asking for them to rap and tap and knock, and we did. I asked. I remember calling out, asking, give 1 knock or 2 knock or 3 knocks, and they were doing it. Do you remember?
No, I don't even know what's on tomorrow, let alone what we did back in January.
Well, I'm sure if everybody watches the original footage playback, you'll hear me actually asking for them to knock or make a rap or a tap or a noise. I remember that. Was that the first time you put the? I
just noticed the cat. Yeah, that was the last time. I just noticed the cat ball move then.
Okay.
So if I go back a few...
The cat ball had a light in it as well, didn't it? Because we made sure that the cat ball had something in it. So when it was triggered or it was moved, that it would be evident, that it would be seen
okay, here it comes.
Infrared as well.
The cat ball just went then. It's moved then.
Yeah, but look at the orb activity. Or
Yeah.
is that because you had moved, Richard? Again,
Possibly
we
because
have
as
to.
I've moved. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Okay. Do
we have
you
to
see the cat
allow
ball?
that.
Well, did you see that?
Yeah,
It's
there
gone
we go.
backwards.
It's moving. Yeah,
Let's
it's
move.
flashing. It's flashing.
Right. I'm going to zoom into that. I'm going to pause it there. Zoom in because that cat ball went backwards.
Tina's saying yes, she remembers me asking for them to make the knocking and rapping and tapping noises, so that's good. And Alison saying, and we all shouted,
There it goes.
Yeah, there we go. And we were so grateful that had happened, that we asked for them to affect it even more so, didn't we?
Yeah.
And they threw it off of the table at you, if I recall.
Yeah, buggers. Let's back to the room now. That's the live when I zoomed in on it live. So that's not me now playing.
Absolutely.
That was when it was
No.
recorded. Yeah, it's not me doing that now.
More orb activity.
Yeah.
And as I say, for those guys that are maybe just joining us a little later, there was more orb activity, almost like manifestation again, Richard, above that left hand sofa.
Yeah, I saw that.
Again, the two adjoining cushions, where it kind of like appeared first time around, that first manifestation of a face. There was definitely something going on there a few seconds ago. And look, all the orbs are moving in that direction as well. Wow.
I forgot how much activity happened.
And it was amazing. So for
but I couldn't see it, really.
No, because you were sat in the corner, weren't you?
Yeah, I couldn't see it.
Natalie saying, I can see what you mean, but think just pattern on the wall.
Yeah.
And Gail's saying she screenshot it and will doodle. So that's good. So that's a really good thing to actually, a good idea to come up with, actually, with regards to screenshotting things and enhancing it that way as well, just to see if you can pick up on something different that we've maybe not seen or we've missed.
Yeah.
But for those of you that are joining, that haven't been with us from the beginning, this is archived footage. Catball's just gone again. It's just fallen off of the table.
I wasn't paying attention, but yeah.
Yeah. It's just come off of the table. Yeah. So and you placed it back. I think this is where when you'd done that, they threw it at you, didn't they? It rolled off and come straight.
Yeah, because I told them to leave my. Yeah, I think I told them to leave my stuff alone. I can't remember. But yeah, so if you keep an eye on the cat ball on top of the table, you would see it flying, because I think we were laughing and joking, or I can't recall what was going on. I was probably being cheeky like I usually am. Yeah, you can see it that it's moved. Oh, it went backwards.
Yeah.
It fell backwards. Well, it wasn't fell backwards, it rolled backwards.
There we go.
Stay. I'm saying stay. see that activity around my head, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Was it when it was on the sofa that it came off towards you? I can't remember myself now.
It fell off now,
But
I
it
think.
dropped. I remember at one point you were scratching around, weren't you?
Yeah.
On the floor trying to find it, because that's when I asked Spirit to touch you on the bum. Terry's saying she's watching the TV and that she sees an orb moving upwards from behind the cat ball as it moves. Oh, an orb over on the right hand
Yeah,
side.
I saw that, yeah.
Good evening, Wendy Payne. It's lovely to have the lovely Wendy.
Oh, yeah.
Where
Hi,
have you
Wendy.
been, Wendy Payne?
Yeah.
How lovely for you to join us.
Absolutely,
Hope you're
yes.
well. Long time no see. So lots and lots of movement, lots and lots of activity, of which I would only describe as spirit communication. As I said,
Gone on the floor then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just going to go back a bit more, see if I can see any activity or brightness and darkness again.
Yeah.
I'll try and do it so it just saw an orb on the right-hand side.
Heidi's saying, producer Richard, this was brilliant to watch as it happened. We need a new sofa watch.
Well, it all best chipping together then to start paying for a new studio. See, I didn't catch it in time then, but it was so fast. Because there's a light there. I'm going to brighten that up there, see if we can. Not seen anything personally.
No, I can't seem to pick anything up out of that at this moment in time.
I don't see anything, compared to what we saw earlier with that orb. If it was, then that was something definite. But here, we're just not getting. I'm not getting anything.
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody at home is saying, "Oh, they're seeing this and saying that." I personally don't see anything.
Okay, well, let's move on. Let's see if
let's just keep playing. Yeah. Now, do people prefer it darker or lighter? I think dark is probably the best way, isn't it?
I certainly think that we picked out somewhat a little bit more, haven't we? When it's been darker.
Oh, wow. Did you see that then? That's straight across the screen.
Yeah. Go back to Julie's last comment.
Julie, me and Ivy May have done lots of experiments. I think that was what they do with vibrators, and this is not normal. Okay.
Wow, look at that orb that just came down.
Yeah, I saw that through the center.
Screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in your expert opinion, then, Julie, what would you say is causing this this cat ball activity? Now, it's on the floor at the moment, on the carpet. Sally's Walker saying, my cat ball has done nothing. But then so did we. How many months were we broadcasting the Sofa Watch and nothing? And then it slowly started progression, didn't it? The more we were talking to them and inviting them in. Oh, wow. Did you just see that then?
Yeah, what is that?
It was like going in circles, then something else at the top happened.
Yeah. But do you know, I think the reason why we got as much activity as we did, because the intention that we set, the intention that I'd set prior to working with Spirit that evening was the purest of intention. It wasn't, as I say, to cause any type of antagonization. It was purely for us to work within that energy with them, where they could actually make themselves visually known, because it's always questionable. People will always question a medium, regardless of how much evidence you give. There will always be questions. But something like this, I just do not grasp the concept of how people can say it's rigged, or they can question when they're actually seeing exactly the same thing as we are and as we did on the evening of the experiment. And I think that Spirit actually felt comfortable within those energies, within both of our energies that evening. They felt so comfortable that they gave us as much evidence as they possibly did, because they knew that we weren't there to do it other than any other reason, to prove that there is that evidence, there is that life after death. Kim saying left side of lower screen, the square box.
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
Let's see if I can just rewind it just a split second. Just there. So it's at the bottom of the cushion at the moment, of the sofa. On the left. Can you see that? Where it's bright a bit there, Bill?
Yes.
I think that's the start of it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it is. Wow, what is that?
So it's you're looking for at the bottom of the left sofa. On the left. Oh, there it is. I don't know what that is. That's bouncing. I wonder if that's Bobby, because that's what he did last time with the orb when he first came in. Do it one last time and try. There we go. Right. Let's have a look. Just zoom into that.
Wow.
That's brightening it up, so let's go. That's putting a lot of colour to it.
Yeah.
You know what it looks like to me? On the left-hand side, looks like an eye, then a nose, which is then and a very small mouth with a moustache. Yeah. Or is that just me? Is it because of Peter and Paragolia? What do they call it?
No, I get. So on the so now it's gone too dark. So if you lighten it, right up in the top top left hand corner. So lighten a little bit more. Lighten a little bit more.
Oh, wrong one.
Right, stop. Okay. So where you've actually got the sofa,
Oh, it's like a shadow.
Just above it in that corner. Can
Yeah.
you see? But it almost looks like if you were to zoom in, if you could, and again, I don't know if it's pixelated, but it almost looks childlike, where you've got an eye and a nose that's visible, half of a child's face. On the darker part, no, go left, Richard. Go up, go up, go up, go up. Stop. There. Now, underneath the arm of the sofa, on that dark coloured cushion, in the bottom left-hand corner, it's almost like I can just get the resemblance of a child's face that's coming through there. I don't know if anybody else can see that, but to me, that's very childlike, very closed-in nose and eye sockets, almost looking as though they're looking at an angle. And Emma's saying she can see a face in that orb as well.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. For me,
yeah,
it was. Oh, why is it moving? This one here. If I go back, it's just a blob. But to me, when I sort of go near enough there, that looks like on the left-hand side is a face, small mouth and a nose.
Yeah.
That's inverted. See, that's what it looks like to me. But is it just like you can see like the left-hand side of the eye, and then you've got the nostril, sort of the small mouth.
Interesting.
Yes. Yes. Right, I'm going to play that just a little bit more because it went round in circles. And I'm wondering if we can capture anything else that it was doing. So I'm just going to stop, start.
Yeah.
Did you see what I mean? How it went round and up again?
Yeah.
But then again, I suppose if you brighten and darken it, you can manipulate it until you sort of see. Now it looks like a head and a body there now when you look at it like that. But that's just a trail.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
See, that's the original how it should look. But what we've done is just darken it just a little bit so we can see more of the contrast. So, okay, let's carry on. I just liked how it sort of went round and back on up itself. Dust particles don't do that. See, the cat ball's
certainly given us some
flashing again.
Thought, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's something which I was not expecting. Because when you're there, I just don't see it. Or when you're there on the night, I suppose, you don't see a lot either. You just watching what's happening. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
There we go. That's out there. So the cat ball's flashing away.
Can't see so much of the cat ball now.
Yeah, it was flashing just a moment ago on the bottom of the carpet there.
Thank you for joining, Sheila. Good night. And
good night.
Hope you feel better. Thanks for joining.
So how does it feel, Bill, watching this back again?
Well, it's thrown it in a completely different context, to be honest with you. I mean, these are things that we never ever saw. There was another orb there.
Yeah.
That we never even saw on the first time round. So it's great to actually come back and revisit it, just to see that.
Oh, wow! Did you see
wow,
that then?
yeah.
Let's rewind.
We were so lucky. We were so lucky for what it was that they gave us on that night. We were so fortunate.
So the thing is, it's because it's close to the camera that it looks so bright and so big.
Yeah.
You know, and yet again, it could be, if I'm moving in the studio, it could be dust particles in the studio.
Mm.
But that one which just went round in a circle, that was no dust. Oh, the cat ball's moving again. Well, flashing again.
We can't see that on the screen, or I can't see that on the screen.
Yeah, it's,
moment, Richard.
Okay, I can see it.
You might need to bring the screen down slightly.
When you say down, you mean up so you can see the cat ball?
Yeah.
Like that, you mean?
That's it, yeah.
Okay. How about that?
No, can't see it.
No. There?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Ooh. Just get that white thing on there. Right, okay. I'll carry on playing it because I want to capture that big bright orb that came down, dust particle, what it was. Hi, Kim.
Hello, Kim. How are you?
Just to let everybody know, tomorrow night we have Sam Pert doing a demonstration of mediumship tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock. And then on Sunday we have the Divine Service. Sadly, there is no Sunday sofa. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That was a good pause, wasn't it? Yeah, there's no Sunday sofa. Sorry, Bill. We've spoken to the ladies, and we're just going to have a little break from the Sunday sofa at the moment. But we wish Leah all the very best with her move, and I hope it all goes well in Dubai for her. So we're going to give the Sunday sofa just a month or so break, and then come back with new ideas and stuff like that, because we feel that SPTV, we're doing the same thing. We want to freshen up, want new ideas, new concepts. So if you have any ideas, please do let us know, and we'll ignore them. I mean, no, we'll listen to them. Right, I'm going to zoom into that. Can you see that okay, Bill?
I can now, yeah.
What do you think? What does everybody else think?
Interesting.
Let me just adjust the colour on that. Peekaboo. Oh, it's bigger. When you brighten it up, it's a lot bigger. I suppose it's got like some type of aura around it, but it could be just the blur in the softer camera. Yeah.
It almost looks to me, when you darken it up, someone's saying it looks like there's something, Alison's saying, looks like there's something within the orb. It almost looks like it's the top of a skull, and then you've got the two eye sockets that sit just below that, and then the defined shape of the nose just directly underneath. I don't know if anybody else is seeing that, but it's almost as though you're looking at a skull from a bird's eye view concept.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I see what you mean, the sockets and the nose, yeah.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
That's an alien face, that is, if I've ever seen
it. Maybe we were getting a manifestation of a face that was beginning to start there. Kathy Garcia saying she can see the eyes as well. Fabulous.
Yeah, see, that's inverted.
Rhonda Robertson saying lady's face in the orb.
See, I don't see that.
Well, that's the whole point and purpose of this evening, isn't it? So that
Yeah,
everybody can throw their own take
absolutely.
and their
Yeah.
own ideas. Because if you've got one person, more than one person, seeing the same thing, then hey, what's that telling us? Terry sees a frog.
A frog. Okay, let's carry on.
Tina saying definitely looks like a skull as well.
Well, people, what have you thought about this evening? Because we're nearly coming to a close. So, what are your thoughts, especially for those who's never been on here before and expected readings all night? Oh wow, what was that? Did you just see that?
Oh, that was an amazing.
Oh, and then the
there.
cat ball went off.
Can't see the cat ball on the screen, Richard.
Okay, I'll move that up for you. How about now?
Yeah, I can see. Wow, another orb just shot across
Yeah,
the screen.
there was that big one. It just went across. That's the one I want to try and pause at if I can. This software does have slow motion, but if we put it on slow motion, it'd be there.
Wow.
That was one we just looked at.
Yep.
But there was one just after that.
Yeah, not too soon after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look. And see how that orb shot down towards the cat ball as well?
Yeah.
Bev saying very fascinating. Terry saying top left. And Julie saying rewind.
Yeah. There it was.
Terry saying thank you both for this evening. It's been fascinating. Thank you, Terry. Ivy May saying great orb and then cat ball moved. We've got lovely Martin Small joining us. Hi there, Martin. There's that orb manifestation again, starting top left.
Yeah. So I've just paused it there.
Heidi saying my thoughts. I missed it. We have to go back to Heidi in a minute.
My thoughts, we need to do more of these. Go sit somewhere haunted with your camera. Yeah, there is a location that we've been offered. So I will look in, I will investigate it, as in go in and broadcast from there.
Absolutely.
See, there's the cat ball just gone off. I missed that one, so I just let it carry on. What gets me though is with the gone.
I was going to say, and again, just for those guys that may be joining us here for the first time that never got to see this archived footage the first time round, maybe what we can do is post it up on the SPTV fan page. I'll certainly do it on my own Facebook page. So for those of you that don't know who I am, it's Bill Hughes Psychic Medium. I'll get onto that this evening and try and dig that out and put that there so you can actually watch it again. It should be archived on YouTube as well.
It's on YouTube and it should be on. It is on YouTube because that's how I downloaded this.
Yeah.
It's a little bugger. I just can't get it. Right, that's on 14. Right, so it's.
Mary's saying she's been able to concentrate more in this tonight. Well, that's the whole purpose, Mary, of us being able to slow things down somewhat as well, just so that we can get a clearer picture of what actually was going on that night.
Right, let me slow this right down. I can slow it down. Right, it's on 53% now. So I slowed it by half. Well, just by half.
Emma Adams is saying, enjoyed watching. Are you going to do this again? I think there will probably be something on the cards again, Emma. You'll just have to keep tuning in to SPTV, and I'm sure as and when the time's right, there'll be something more that we can bring to you all that might be new and exciting like that was. Stacey's saying the face is a great clarification. And Wendy's saying you can see the face clearly when the screen's much darker as well. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh-huh. Wow. Again.
Saw something then. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really strange because as I'm sitting here now and I'm watching this, it's almost as though like I want to start calling out, and I can't because I know that this is recorded footage that we're playing. But it's, you know, it's just giving me that sense and that feeling of just wanting to do that interaction again.
Yeah. So we invited, what Kim was saying there, you would have gone there. We invited so many people to the studio, said, come along. No one did. No one came along. Well, apart from, I think it was Jane, of course. And when we did some live broadcasts, that was it. It all started, once we broadcasted a show, we then stayed behind and did some activity. And it started with my friend who helped me build the studio. We finished working, and I was talking about infrared, and he didn't understand what it was. So I said, I'll show you. And that's when we realized all these orbs were sitting around him. And we were tempted to go live that night, but with all cat balls flying off again.
Yeah, it's going again. Oh, here we go. Gus Sack. Hi, guys. We're from DAT Paranormal Activity of Singapore. We'll go back to that, Richard. Yeah. Excuse the background noise in my house, guys. I've got a very squeaky door.
Okay, I see Ivy's one. Oh, there he is, yep.
I will share your live Asian Paranormal Activity group. Wow, that's...
Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Thank you. And we'd love to know what your take is on the footage that we've been sharing here this evening.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good point.
It'd be great to have a paranormal investigation team to give us their take on things as well, please. Tina's saying COVID stopped us from visiting. She and Heidi were up for it.
They were, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think that's when I must have zoomed into the camera there for some reason. Why did I zoom? Oh, the table. Because wasn't you asking it to move the feather?
Yeah, I was asking for
that's right, yeah.
other movement. Yeah, I was asking for other movement at that stage. And I think that was the point where you were because it had left the studio.
Yeah, that's it.
And you were down on your... That's it. Yeah.
It may look a bit...
At this point, Richard, if I recall, that it flew off of there, didn't it? And it found you in the corner of the studio somewhere.
Oh, there we go, there's you. Hey, there's Bill. How do you do that? Magic! I've speeded it up just a little bit. Oh, there it was. It just flew. Yeah, it flew off then. That's it. Yeah.
That was when I was calling out, wasn't I? Come on.
Do something.
Yeah.
Now, let's go back then. Slow it down. I'm going to pause it, and I've slowed it right down, and I'm going to zoom in to see if we can see anything. I think that's far enough, don't you? You should be able to see something there.
Yeah, but can you move the frame of the picture so that we get more of a visualization of the table? Yeah, because we want to see that ball come off of the
like that.
the
Is that
table
okay?
as well. Yeah, that's brilliant. So whilst
Okay.
it's on slow motion, we'll get a real essence of how that flew off the table.
Is that dark enough? Yeah. Is that okay for being dark?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, looks good. Yeah.
Okay. I've reduced it down to 41% on the speed now, so hopefully we might see some. Oh yes, this flew off already. That was too quick.
Blimey, that was.
I do it again. I go back just a little bit more. It's playing now. So I've reduced the speed down to 41%.
Okay.
It should go back to the level screen in a second for you. Yeah, I agree with you there, Stace, because Marcus joined us one evening as well with we had a lot of orbs and a lot of activity on that night, because that's when we got Jane back in.
So maybe there's another one there to revisit as well, just to see if. Come on, Catball.
See, I can't see any orbs or any activity, no lights, no nothing changing.
No. Ivy's saying she saw it roll off, don't know where it went when it hit the carpet.
Yeah, it flew across to my feet.
It joined Richard.
Because I think, if I remember, I couldn't find it, so I actually started going on my hands and knees trying to find it on there because the light wasn't flashing. And then I realised, oh, there you go, the light just activated then.
Yeah, but there was a little bit of an orb activity on the left-hand side of the screen.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
There we
go.
Gone.
But I did not see any sort of shadows, no nothing.
There was a little bit of a light change disbursement or orb that was evident in the picture, literally about 4 seconds prior to that Catball first flashing. And I would say that if now you've pulled the screen to where it is, it would have been around where the middle cushion is on the left-hand sofa.
All right.
But the good thing, as somebody's just said in their comments there, was that it wasn't just one thing that happened on that night. We had lots of different things that happened, whether it be the cushions, whether it be the orbs, whether it be that manifestation of what people were depicting as a face, the cat ball moving, the cat ball flying off the table. We had lots of different activity that happened on the evenings. We were really, really lucky.
Yeah, there's me trying to find it now.
Yeah.
Stop looking at my backside.
Nobody knows what your face looks like, but they certainly know what your body does.
I've heard that quite a lot in my life.
Wow. And again, just a continuation, really, of just little flickers of orbs. I was saying the cat ball would find it incredibly hard to roll and move on the carpet. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It would need force. Alison's saying she'd recognise that bum anywhere. Now we're going down, aren't we? We're going into the gutter now.
SPTV is a professional place, you know. I think, if I remember rightly, after that ball flew across the room, I can't recall anything else really happened.
No,
Might have seen a couple of orbs.
Became quite stagnant. Yeah, it started. The energy just started to somewhat phase out, didn't they?
Yeah.
But it was brilliant. It was a fantastic night.
Well, there was something. Yeah, there was something just in front of the screen there.
But that could be because you'd moved as well.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We have to be conscious of that as well. But yeah, look, loads of it. Julie's saying she sees a moon at the bottom of the screen.
I think what Bev was saying, a lot of energy, very heavy and then light. I wonder if that's because where I'm moving and probably going across the carpet is activating dust particles, or dust or whatever.
Could be. Yeah, could be. But do you know what? It's good that we actually have that within our minds. We're not here broadcasting live, trying to convince people any different. We're being very open-minded with regards to what potentially could be as well as. So I think that it's good that we've got that concept within our thoughts. But there's so much there. I'm sure everybody will agree who's watching here with us this evening. There's so much there that you just cannot question. How can you question that was anything else? I mean, you know the weight of those cushions as much as I do. I've been in that studio. They would just not fall over. They just wouldn't do that. They're weighted. They're weighted, and the way that you've got them positioned as well, they would have to have some form of weight or substance in them to be able to stand at the point. The way that you've got them. But, you know, the cat ball, the orbs, the cushions going over, we were really, really lucky. The noises, the raps, the taps, the communication that they were... there's another orb that just went flying across the screen between the two sofas. We were really lucky. So not only did we get visual, we also got sound as well on the evening. They were communicating with us by knocking as well, if I recall. So, as I say, we definitely need to just post that initial link up for anybody who wants to watch the archived footage all the way through with sound, just to experience it again in a completely different way as they may have done this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, for this evening, it's not much of the cushions, but what got me was that orb near the beginning where it looked like it was a face. When we changed it, for me, that was the highlight for tonight. For me,
me too.
The cushions. I think it's because I've seen the cushions, seen that footage, but the first time I saw that orb or whatever it was, that for me, you could definitely see that was a face. You know, the eyes, the nose, the cheekbones. So yeah. But talking about, everybody's asking about doing another night. Yes, we will do. There is a venue that we can possibly use. She may let us use it. We can get some mediums in there at the same time, but it won't be probably until next month or whatever. If the COVID, if we're all allowed out to play again, as the expression goes, then I'll advertise for people to come along. Now, there's 2 floors to her venue, so we could be sitting possibly downstairs, and we could put the infrared cameras upstairs.
Yeah.
Now, we could ask, and if people would want to come along to that, then we can advertise it. But if she turns around and says, yeah, you can use it, but you've got to pay me like £25, then that will be passed over to those who wanted to come along and participate. I think that's only fair.
We could do it as a ticketed event.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah.
We could do it as a ticketed event, and then that way it's covering the cost of the venue for the hire of the venue, for the equipment that will be used, and also for the time of the people that are going to be there and participate as well. So That would be really good. That would be fantastic. And of course, we would have to give VIPs the heads up as well, because I'm sure VIPs
absolutely,
would like to.
What we could do, Bill, actually, we charge the VIPs, but non-VIPs can come in free. That sounds all right,
Yeah,
Kim's asked a question. Do you think being a lot of psychic people around the studio causes a lot of activity? I personally think yes, because every time we had a medium turn up in the studio, everybody was saying it was such a wonderful, loving feel in this room.
Yeah.
So it was a great atmosphere. So I believe that's true.
Yeah. I liked the energy of the studio when I come along for the first time. It felt really lovely. I felt really comfortable and at ease. So yeah, but can you imagine being on a venue, Kim, where there's a lot of psychic or mediumistic people all together? Can you imagine the energy that they could create potentially using their own abilities to see whether or not we can get any further spiritual activity, as we did in the studio that evening? That'd be phenomenal. It'd be amazing. And especially like what you say, Richard, if we've got 2 floors and we've got people that are downstairs maybe watching it live, being projected live, whilst you've got those upstairs that are going to be part of the experiment, the energies that would be in that place would be absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm going to call it a night, people. Just for those who just joined, I'll pause this for a second. This is what... Oh, where's that gone? Oh, there it is. This is what the studio looks like during the day. So you get an idea of how different that it is. So that's the studio during the day. So as you can see how different it is. And you can now look you can see how heavy those cushions are.
Yeah.
All it leaves for me to say really is to say thank you very much, Bill, for joining me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And thank you for your feedback.
Been amazing.
Thank you. Thanks for everybody. Oh, look, there you go. What am I doing there? Trying to do something stupid on screen. Silly man, grow up. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching and supporting SBTV for nearly 2 years now. We've been broadcasting, which has been phenomenal, really, and a great thanks to everybody from Terry to Stacey to Alison to Veronica, the people behind the scenes, and to everybody else in front of the scenes supporting us, coming on every single day, showing us your love and encouragement to keep it going. And so without you and your kind donations, we can keep it going. And fingers crossed, we'll get another studio, because obviously, as you all know, we had to give this one up. Who's that handsome man walking past the camera? It wasn't me, I don't think. Anyway, so fingers crossed we'll get another one, but because of the COVID, we had to give it up because it wasn't worth continuing in there for the funds, and I couldn't subsidise it any longer because it was costing too much to keep it going. Yeah. But anyway, so fingers crossed later on in maybe next year or whenever, we'll look at it another time. But if you are a budding medium, don't forget to join our directory and register yourself. If you are looking for a medium or a local church, go to our directory and use that. Also, we have an event section, so if you're looking to gain onto a new course or learn mediumship, go into the event section, see what's available, and very, very shortly there's going to be a new academy being launched on SBTV as well. So the events will just purely be events, and there's going to be a new training, learning academy being launched, hopefully by next month, the end of next month, if not before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so lots of things happening. It's not just a TV channel anymore. We're offering lots of more things to bring those spiritual people together and to enjoy what we have on offer. Okay, so
Ivy May's just asking, how do we give funds? Ivy May, it's simple. You can subscribe to SPTV, and there is a section that you will find on the website where you can become a VIP member. And a VIP member basically donates the price of approximately a chocolate bar each month. And the money that is donated goes purely into keeping SPTV streaming free and live to everybody. But it also gives you exclusivity to other events and other activities that aren't necessarily streamed live as this show is this evening. So
yeah, like the chance, for example. That's only for VIP members. Training courses on a Sunday with the lovely Marcus. That's on every fortnight. And there's other activities that are planned. Psychic nights, psychic artist nights. Transfigurations coming up. That's going to be for VIPs as well. We have a very special event on the 8th of July. That's only for VIP plus members. Those who are just VIPs will be on the reserve list if people don't want to come along for that night. So put your names down now. I think Terry's put it on the VIP area already for the 8th. First come, first served. That's all I can say. And it's a night you will not forget. It's going to be a great night, I hope. Anyway,
super.
Waffled on too much. Thanks ever so much, everybody. Have a fantastic evening. And I will see you all later. Thanks again, Bill. And I'll speak to you very soon.
You are welcome. Good night and God bless everybody. And always remember, may the love and light of spirit be with each and every one of you. Good night. God bless.